Hello and welcome back. Today we're gonna take a look at my recent haul. Um, I have more stuff coming this month, but I have some figures that arrived already. So let's start with this box. And these are all just figures to fill out my collection. So I'm a bit behind on the vintage collection, so yeah. Let's start with this one, number 252. And it's Boba Fett Morak from The Mandalorian. So it's the Disney version of Boba Fett. And I do like the look of this figure. I do like the card. What I dislike is his black Tusken undersuit here. But yeah, they needed to change him up. But at least he got his blaster rifle, helmet, armor, and a little smaller blaster there. And next we have another Boba Fett. So this is it's the more recent Boba Fett with the paint scheme like the vintage figure. So it's Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, as you can see by the gauntlets. Yeah, I like this one. I do think the helmet is a bit bright, but they wanted him to look like the vintage figure, so yeah, I get it. It looks good and even has this great card that's a big throwback to the vintage figure. He's number 275. Really nice. And next we have, oh yeah, another Boba Fett. This time we have the colors of the Marvel comics from the 80s. So you can see the card back shows how he appears in the comics. And yeah, I think it works. Not a lot of details on the figure itself, but it mimics his appearance in the comic. What I don't like is the purple blaster rifle. But yeah, if you have this one loose, you can always swap out the rifle for a black one or something else. He's number 277. Kinda cool. I don't like the shoes here, but yeah, it's okay. Next figure. Can you guess which character? Another Boba Fett. So this is the comic art edition. Um, It's from the Dark Horse comics from the 90s. And what a great way to make us buy a ton of Boba Fett figures and you just change the paint on him. And just like the others, he has a smaller blaster pistol and his rifle. I do like this one. He's number 278. Maybe a little bit dark, but yeah, everything was in a darker shade in the Dark Horse comics back then. The next figure, and no, it's not Boba Fett this time. It's the Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Yeah, I think the character is kind of boring, but yeah, the action figure, it works. You got his lightsaber hilt and one where the blades are extracted. Yeah. I do think they should have given him a taller head, like in the old Rebels cartoons and stuff like that. That's my... Yeah. That's what I think of this figure. He's number 293. He's not the most popular character or action figure, but if you want a complete collection, you must have him. And the next figure from Ahsoka, it's Morgan Elsbeth. I don't really know what she's good for. She's like the friend of Tron. Yeah. It's a kind of weird character. I do think the action figure looks really good. Especially when they used this fabric to the skirt. Yeah, it looks amazing. And it really looks like the actress. I can live with this. She's number 295. And yeah, this is a really nice figure, actually. The next figure is a little bit cooler. Darth Revan from the Knights of the Old Republic. And I really like this figure. The card is also really cool. He's number 301. And I must say, I don't like the back of the card starting with 300 when they just have the figure, a little bit of information on different languages, and this whole bottom part with just legal text. I do like this back. So yeah. But yeah, it's okay. If you want to display these on a card, you will hang them like this. So yeah, as long as there's a cool picture here, I'm okay. The next figure, it's director Orson Krennic from Rogue One, or Andor if you please. Even though the costume differs a little bit, but yeah, you can use him in both contexts here. He's number 302. And it's a nice looking figure, but I do think his hair looks almost like a wig. uh, yeah, looks kind of weird. And yeah, it's a good figure. Nothing much to complain about. I do miss the times when we had one Imperial officer with a white jacket. And yeah, it had more meaning. I find it kind of strange that in the shows like Andor and Rogue One, and you can see all these prequel characters, and the Imperials have all kind of different armors and uniforms and stuff. And then you look back at A New Hope and, well, all of the original trilogy movies, and they don't have these uniforms. So what happened? Yeah, it's like you don't see the Shore Trooper or Death Trooper, and you don't see a lot of these white jackets, and yeah, what happened? I think you can still use the original templates for the officers and the soldiers, and have regular stormtroopers or officers in the Imperial Navy. Um, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's fun to see new uniforms, but still, it's a little strange. So, let's see. Oh, we're out of figures here, but we have a couple in here. So, first we have this little guy. Shopper, or C110P. A really great looking droid. We have some accessories here that you can swap out his antenna, and I guess that's a comlink or something. He's number 304. And yeah, I do like all astromechs. No matter which movie or show it's from, the astromechs are always cool. And this is a really well made one. And I love the card. And the last figure here, from this haul, it's Princess Leia. I do love the card. Looks just like back in the day with the Kenner figures. And she's packed with her own blaster pistol and the Stormtrooper blaster. She's number 316. I'm not a big fan of these plastic hoods. I have to admit that when you put the hood on her, it looks really good. But all these extra accessories and these days I don't buy that many figures to keep loose. But when I did, I was horrified by all the extra strange blasters they packed in with figures, and you got extra hands or heads, and yeah, it's too much. And especially if you see back here, she has the hood hanging on her back there. So I guess you have to remove that to put this hood on. So either way, if you want to display her loose, you have extra stuff that you have to store somewhere. And I don't like to mix all my stuff, so I don't have a box with all the loose guns and capes and hands and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of sad that they have to do this, but I get it for some figures. So yeah. But all in all, I think it's a great figure. Looks really well made. Not like the first Power of the Force 2 figures we got back in the 90s. Yeah. She looks good. And I would like to get one of these loose, but we will see what happens. Anyway, I think that will be the end of this video. As I said before, I have more figures coming this month. I don't know exactly when, but as soon as I get them, I will make a video about them. So please like and subscribe, and I'll be back. But until then, bye bye.